Okay, we're going to be watching Judith, who's playing Mercy. The rank is plat/gold, but I'm pretty sure this is just gold. um, this is what they said. I feel like I played well and could not really do much more. My team played well too, especially during the first half, but on attack, I think we kind of got too passive when they were really defensive and not moving off site. Honestly, only Diva and me were trying to stand on the point. I think we really lost the game after I called out my team to rush site because we had 5 ults, but only Diva rushed site despite having used all our ults. The winning ones to kill Genji were my last attempt to get DPS diff and capture site. So I actually asked this player to submit a replay because they talked a whole lot of trash. I mean, we're talking literally thousands of words complaining about matchmaking and support queuing and solo queuing and how it's like it's all holding them down. And I could get into that, but I will just not bother because honestly it's not worth my time. But let's take a look at this gameplay and see if it's really as good as they think it is. You know, really, I think they queued to diamond and they felt like they were like carrying plat/diamond games. Sorry, they ranked up to plat and they felt like they were carrying their plat/diamond games. And now that they've gone down back to gold and they're playing with gold players, they're like, oh, the gold players suck. Like I can't make the same plays, like whatever, because they're all brain dead. Blah, 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 lots of stuff. I don't really care. So, at any rate, let's take a look and see, does this look like a gold Mercy? Does this look like a plat Mercy? Does this look like a diamond Mercy? So, gate's about to open right now. For starters, you're not damage boosting anybody, which is extremely weird. I would already say that's a problem. I don't actually know why you're not damage boosting anybody. This is an incredibly dangerous position for you to get stuck in right now, because they are about to turn a corner right now, and hit scans could just straight up kill you at this moment in time. So, not good movement. Now you're just walking up the stair. Again, like, they can just literally kill you right now. You're just walking up the stair. So, you're just standing there as the Tracer's looking at you. Again, she doesn't really do a ton of damage from this distance. You're trying to shoot the Tracer for some reason. Not really very productive. You're also healing a Cassidy who's been full health the entire time, I believe. So, again, we're trying to look for really good blue beam usage, right? Lots and lots of blue beams. Right, as much blue beam as you possibly can. Again, you toggle back to healing, but your Cassie's not taking any damage. Like, just watch. Right? Cassie hasn't taken any damage. We come in a sec. Right? Heal beam. Still doesn't take any damage. Heal beam. Still doesn't take any damage. Heal beam, still doesn't take any damage, now he's not visible to anybody, etc. Right? Just stay on damage beam, right? Like heal beam, still doesn't take any damage, heal beam again, still doesn't take any, heal beam again, still doesn't take any damage. Like when you're flicking off between heals, like that might be a moment where he's shooting, in which case it's not gonna be damage boosted. Just hold the damage beam. Like you're just kind of like obsessively going back and forth because you think it's like a better option. I think damage boosting Cassidy here is okay. I think honestly though the Ashe is a better option because it helps with their breakpoints. But I think damage boosting the Cassidy is not the worst plan here. So Diva's been popped. Not really your fault to do anything about that. I don't know why that's the Ashe. It looks the skins now are throwing me off. Yeah, that's not an Ashe. That's a Kiriko. So it's fine to be damage boosting the Cassidy right now. So once again, you're healing right here. I think you could have had better movement. I think you could do the low bounce this way and start the res around the corner instead of this really slow. Like you should have released glide earlier. Get the res. Res is good, right? You're getting shot, so you should GA. Yep. Great. Oh, that was a big mistake. So you should have heard the Rhine right now on your right. It's extremely odd to be in the situation where you just got hit by that. You very nearly died. He should have killed you with a fire strike. Once again, you pull out your pistol, even though like this is literally the worst possible option. Like, why don't you hear the Kiriko right now? This is like the key thing. Your pistol's not gonna do anything against the full health Rhine. And movement is fine. Yeah, go to the Cassidy. That's good. I think I want to try to pocket the Diva. Okay, well. I mean, I think it's fine to stay on your Cassidy. If you're going to stay on your Cassidy in that situation, you really should be damage boosting. Because the only way you can win this fight, because right now, it's a 3 about to be 2 on 3. The only way that you win this right now is either keeping your Diva alive or having your Cassidy get a pick. So you should be damage boosting the Cassidy here. Right? You definitely shouldn't be doing nothing. Right? You fly over here, and then you do none of the above, even though you're definitely within range to heal or damage your Cassidy. This is a big mistake. Once again, you're trying to shoot people with your gun, which is a huge waste of time. I really encourage you to watch like higher level Mercy play to recognize the fact that they basically never pull out their pistol except in Valk form. Interesting. Reaper, that's fine. So while Reaper's in Wraith form, you should take the opportunity to heal the low health D.Va. I mean, that's a pretty big optimization now, honestly. I don't know why you're ducking, because it doesn't feel like you're under any pressure anymore. Like at this point, you should be good. You should have re-peaked right now. Instead, you break beam. This is quite a few seconds of not doing anything. So she's purple right now, so damage. Yeah, there's not something you can do to stop this. You should definitely get out of this room. They should have killed you right now in that room. Yeah, keeping her alive is the right call here. You could have thought about popping Valk, but now I wouldn't pop Valk. So if you pop Valk a little bit earlier, maybe you keep the D.Va alive, but otherwise, I think at this point, it's just a 2-on-3. I don't think this is going to work. Okay, so you pop Valk here, which I think is a big waste. You should have just straight up died here as well. I'm shocked that you did not die. And then you res Baby D.Va only for her to somehow get mech back. That's surprising. That shouldn't have happened. And this Valk essentially gets wasted here. Right? Like, what did you accomplish with this Valk? Nothing. You know? Now you're just kind of walking out in the open. Again, look at it from the Anna's perspective. Right? 1 dart, 2 dart, 3 dart, you're dead. There's no reason for you to be able to do this. Yeah, pocketing the Zen's right call here. I don't know where you're going. I don't know why you keep flinging yourself towards the enemy team. And then you hear High Noon. When you hear High Noon. Kind of sound replay, so it's tough for me to tell. Alright, so right now, yeah, I mean, there's not much you can do about you could have tucked in the corner. It doesn't matter though. This fight would have been over, so I don't really care what you did for the High Noon. So far, we're 3 minutes into the game. This feels like gold level Mercy to play to me. Like, maybe it feels like low plat, but definitely not high plat or anything remotely close to diamond. Your blue beam is not great. Your overall movement is only okay. There's tons of optimizations you can have everywhere. You're constantly putting yourself into risky situations, which you're only not dying to because the enemy is really bad. Like, I constantly identify situations where you're just walking or like flying in a straight line across people who can easily kill you and shoot you out of the air or on the ground. You popped a Valk that had no value whatsoever. So far I would say this feels pretty much what I would expect. I believe you said you had like 23 hours or something, but you think you're like super good because you play other games. I hate to break it to you, but you don't look that good to me. This looks pretty average to me. This looks like somebody's going to win 50-55% of their games, maybe. Not anything special, honestly. Like, I don't think you even realize how big the skill gap is between you and better Mercies. Again, popping heal all the time unnecessarily. Right? Yep. Good job going to the Zen. I don't know why you used GA there. That's a huge waste. Alright, they drop. Yeah, drop with them. Yep, that's good movement. I like that. Yeah, stay out the right way. I would, yeah, get to the D.Va a little faster. No, I would definitely be healing the D.Va right now. You don't want a D.Va to accidentally lose mech. People make mistakes. Don't have D.Va lose. D.Va loses mech, the fight's basically over. I don't know why you're shooting here. This is a huge waste. You could just straight up die. Okay, so let's clarify here. I'm gonna pause right here. How many shots do you think it takes Cassidy to kill you? All right, you only have 23 hours in this game, so I bet you don't know. The answer is 2 at a minimum, which is 1 headshot and 1 body shot at this range. However, if he misses the headshot and hits a body shot, that's still fine. It's either 1 headshot, 1 body shot, or 3 body shots, because it's 70 damage each, right? And a headshot does 140. How many shots does he get at you? 1, 2, 3, 4, and that he could have taken a 5th shot, but he decided to throw a magnetic instead. So he only hit 2 out of 5 shots. But if he hit 3 out of 5, and the last one was very easy to hit, I don't know why he threw magnetic, you were dead. You should be dead right now. The only reason that you are not dead is because this Cassidy is bad. That was not good movement. That wasn't like, oh, crazy great dodging. This Cassidy just sucks. No offense to this player. But you're playing in gold. At higher ranks, you will get absolutely murdered for stupid shit like that. I'm going to be perfectly honest here. Bluntly honest. That should not have happened. You should be dead. Right? And you're going to be like, oh, no, that's totally going to work. I'm sure that's fine. Yeah. Come back to me when you're in plat or whatever, or God forbid diamond, and show me you doing stuff like that. Because I do not think that is going to happen. I think you're just going to get straight up killed. All right, Trance got forced. Not a lot you can do here. I think it's the right call to stay with the Cassidy. Valk here is kind of an interesting call because your team is sort of down one. I'm going to see when the Valk gets popped. So you pop Valk early, I guess, so the Cassidy's still alive. But it's just one D.Va. Like, Valk gets more value when your team is grouped up, right? Because it spreads the beam. It's like a chain beam. But, like, right now, you're only getting one person anyway. So I feel like you could have done this whole thing without Valking. I don't think you needed to Valk here. I think you should have saved Valk for later. Another example where you do the res, but you do it incorrectly, you should have gotten around the corner first, right? Around here, and then pop the res. Instead, let's look at this Cassidy. 1, 2, 3, 4. He missed 3 out of 4 shots, and that's why you are alive right now. While you are slowed in the air, rezzing a target. You should be dead here again. I can already feel this, like, frenetic, like, play where you're just, like, snapping everywhere, where you're like, oh, yeah, this is the way you play Mercy. And it's not. And this is all fine. Nothing really happening right now. I'm just going to fast forward a little bit. I don't know what you're doing right now. Just damage boost the D.Va, right? Damage boost the D.Va so she can hurry up and get her mech back. Really important to save the Zen here. I don't know why you're pulling out the pistol. Right? Like, what is your pistol going to do here? Do you think you're going to kill anybody with this pistol? There's 0 chance of that happening, right? Oh, please don't go for this res. So you waste a whole lot of time here, basically not doing anything, right? Starting from the moment that you pull out your pistol, right here, okay? Just looking around. So you have the Reaper, who's being chased by the Rhine, who's presumably low. He is low, okay? Your Zen dies, for you're not healing. Then your Reaper comes out, still needs healing. You still haven't done anything. You're still just floating there. A lot of fighting's going on. Now you decide to go res the Reaper. Okay, but the fight's pretty much over at this point because you just haven't done enough. You know, you're just like chilling, hanging out in the air. Yeah, pocket the Reaper here is a good call. Now I think is a much better Valk opportunity just to get you to allow you to bounce past him forward. You really need to make sure your Reaper lives here. Okay, Reaper ends up being fine. Don't need Valk. You should pocket the front line, right? Make sure nobody dies here. Again, deflect can result in somebody instantly dying, and then that would be very problematic for you. I don't know why you're emoting. I would hate playing with you. Reaper's on your Cassidy. Alright, Wraith is popped. I think this is an okay Valk. I think, did you see the Reaper was dead before you popped it? Pretty much at the same time, so I'll forgive that. I think it's reasonable in a regular 5-on-5 situation. I don't know why you fly towards the enemy here. What the heck? Absolutely crazy how you get away with this. Swap the heal here, which is right call. Yep. You should look. Yeah, you should definitely turn and look and see what is happening. Let's see what you're doing here. So your damage. You're damaging. Yeah, that's fine. I think you're damaging during Reaper ulti, which is fine. Go for the res. I like this res. Heal the Cassidy. See the Genji's coming. Blades popped. This This is fine. Yeah, heal D.Va. Don't let D.Va lose her mech. Do not let D.Va lose her mech. Do not let... Alright, great. Cool. So, that was a pretty good defense overall, still. I mean, obviously you guys stopped them before capping second. I think it's always a good hold when that happens. You're damage boosting the Ana, which is not the best call. Yep, damage boost Cassidy here. I think it's good. Don't sit still in the window. I would heal the Widow. Yeah, just make sure she doesn't get one tapped. D.Va's in. I would definitely go to the D.Va at this point, just to make sure she doesn't die, right? Go back to Cassidy. Yep. Yeah, that's fine. So, Bastion's low. I would have gone to the D.Va faster. So, in this situation, I know the Bastion's low. The D.Va's going to Matrix as much as she possibly can, but Bastion probably has a little bit of time extra, so I want to make sure the D.Va does not die before Bastion ulti is done, or Bastion tank form is done. And then if the D.Va's still alive, she can probably kill the Bastion. But I think you're a little slow here getting to the D.Va. I think, if you've been healing the D.Va here sooner, I think that she does not lose mech here. Because Bastion basically ran out of tank form just at that moment, right? Like, literally, right now. She gets shot anyway, but I think having D.Va keep mech there would have been absolutely huge. And now the D.Va doesn't have mech. You should have followed the D.Va at this point in time, just because you really need to get her mech back. So you should damage boost her so she can farm mech faster. It already farms pretty quickly, but damage boosting would be faster here. I mean, I think you should be playing on point right now, honestly. Right, just get cap faster, right? Make sure nobody here dies, and then help D.Va get mech. Again, without mech, this fight is not going to go well. Do you actually have his beam connected? You do not. So you lost beam here, which I think is a problem. Though I think you were trying to maybe have him hide, but he dies here, so that was not such a great call. Yep, go for the Widow, pocket the Widow. There's a big res. Okay, you get away with it, which I think was lucky, very lucky, but we'll take it. I mean, I think that was the only way you could have won the fight anyway, so I think it's a fair res attempt. Even if you died there, I think I would have forgiven you. But I think the problem is, in general, you go for lots of reses that I think are just not... I would say lots. I would say probably at least a third of them are just... You're just relying on the other team being bad. And that is not a good strategy to climb with. So Genji's here, you're shooting him, which is actually, of all times, I think this was reasonable because you're actually on the backside of him and he was purple and he was deflecting the other way. So I think that was actually a pretty good option. I think you should Valkyrie. You're probably talking shit. I'm sure you're talking shit right now. So you should Valk right now. So she's purple, so you should damage boost that. Again, I would probably actually damage boost the Cassidy now. You should be looking right now to see what the situation is. I would heal her now to make sure she doesn't lose mech, or she can remech safely rather. I don't know why you pop ulti, or rather, pop pistol. And finally you get punished for it. So this should be an easy win, right? This is a 5-on-3 situation. And then you get javelin to the wall and just blown up here. And do you not win this? I don't think you win this. Yeah, you don't win this. That was a huge mistake by you. You just threw the game by doing that. All you had to do was just stay back and play normal instead of trying to pistol the Ana. And then you ate that javelin because finally somebody on their team can aim. It's fine. I wouldn't over-obsess with the Genji. He's already started deflecting, so he's not in any danger to you. I would have followed the D.Va in with damage boost. He has no deflect and he has no dash. I would have followed the D.Va in with damage boost, made sure that that Genji dies before getting the Mega. I think that's a big mistake to not pocket the D.Va there. Not really your job to do this. Yeah. So I think you underestimate how much damage Genji does at close range, right? Genji does, look this up the other day, 27 damage, I think, per Shuriken now. So that's 81 damage on a right click, assuming no headshots, and then 50 on a dash. So that's 137 plus melee. That's it's 81 damage. So 81 damage plus dash is 131, plus melee is 161. So basically, he can just right-click you twice and then instantly kill you. And he could still miss one of the shurikens to do so. Or he could hit a headshot and kill you even faster. Fighting him at point blank like that is suicide. There's no world where that should work. right? Like, you're chasing this Genji, he only has 120 health here, and he still easily kills you, right? Like, he doesn't even need to use the dash. He still easily kills you. There is no reason for this to happen whatsoever. I think this is not as big a mistake as trying to fight the Ana on point, but that was a pretty sizable mistake. Fucking D.Va here, that's fine. Blades pop, not much you can do about that. Yeah, just stay alive. Just farming ulti. Don't pop Valk here! Why would you pop Valk? This is like a 2-on-5 situation. Your team is still spawning. Oh man, this feels like a throw. Okay, so you pop Valk here for... Oh, I guess you pop Valk to like maybe try to get the point. I guess I understand that. Yeah, looking at the timer. I forgot to look at the timer, but otherwise, yeah, I think the single biggest mistake you made by far was dying on the point. That should have been an easy win at that point. That was a 5-on-3, and your team had height advantage. Yeah, you just fly in front of the Risa's face. Oh man. Like right here, like all you have to do is just chill. Just chill with the Cassidy. Literally just damage with your Cassidy, and he's gonna kill the Lucio and kill the Ana. You know? And it's over. And the D.Va comes in and cleans up the Orisa. You getting javelined and killed there completely through this. That's big. Wow, that's really, really big. Okay. In summary, I would say number one, don't use your pistol. What the heck? Like in Valk form, okay, but in general, don't use your pistol. You're certainly not. Like I believe you that you can use your pistol and get kills, and I believe there are times where it's a good call. I don't think I saw times in this game other than shooting the discorded or the anti-nated Genji in the back where I felt like a pistol was a good use of your time. Number one. Number two. I would say stay out of really bad positions. You're constantly flying in front of or into the enemy team and basically daring them to kill you. And then when they finally kill you, it costs you the game. So yeah, don't do that. And number three, more optimizations with heal beam in general, especially in offense. There are times where you're not beaming anybody. And then when you are beaming them, sometimes you're healing them when they're full health and you really should be damage boosting. So I think those are the three biggest ones. I think fourth one, I would say your Valks in general are not that good. I think they definitely could be better. I don't think you're looking for really good opportunities for Valks. Again, when your team is grouped up, pushing, right, and you're about to generate momentum, those are really good times of Valk, right? Valking on one target is typically not a great call as a general rule. It's not a great use of your ultimate. Okay, hope that's helpful. Wait, actually, I should pause and say, does it feel like you're a gold level Mercy? Yeah, I would say it feels like you're like a high gold level Mercy, right? Maybe like low plat. Are you a high plat Mercy? Absolutely not. And you're nowhere close to a diamond Mercy. Like nothing here would indicate to me anywhere close to that skill level. Like I feel like I could easily kill you as tank or DPS as Mercy. Like you're just constantly making mistakes that you would get punished for. All the time. Like I feel like I kill you as Reaper, and Reaper's one of the worst heroes at killing Mercies, just because of how often you just fly into the enemy team for no reason and do like weird reses, also in front of the enemy team without getting around corners. Okay, hope that's helpful.